Hello, welcome to the semi-final of the men's third division. We've got Bryce from BYU playing Alex from University of Missouri. My name is Tim Jack from BYU. I'll be commentating along with
Becca Barney. I am also from BYU. We're going to be commentating this match.
And a special thanks to Mike Kinkin and Team Dovetail for all the support of the US Racquetball Junior tournaments, including National High Schools 2 weeks ago, Intercollegiate and National Juniors this June in Pleasanton, California. Find Team Dovetail on Facebook or Instagram for videos and other updates on their players.
Alex starts off with a strong serve to the right side. Bryce skips it. Alex is going to serve again.
Ooh, we got some interesting around the back. The hit by Bryce, and he will take over the serve.
Bryce is serving from the box, lining up.
Beautiful Z serve hits the crack, and that's a point for Bryce Johnson, tying it up 1-1. The difference between these teams is really just inches. The shot selection, the quality of the passes, that's what's really going to set the difference between these two teams.
Another strong serve to the right side, a drive serve. You'll notice that Alex is a lefty, so Bryce is taking advantage of that right side. Drive it in deep. Hope it sticks. Bryce misses the first serve. He's going in for his second. A lob serve again to the right side. A backhand, a little low. Nice line by Bryce.
Looks like Alex was looking for a sealing ball, didn't quite make it, and Bryce was able to take advantage. Lining up 3-1 in favor of Bryce Johnson.
A wraparound serve. Let's see if they'll call hinder. No hinder, so Bryce will head to the back and Alex to the service box.
It's a beautiful line and a beautiful dodge by Alex. Serve was just short. And lining up for a second serve here. Beautiful serve right on the wall there. Bryce Johnson couldn't quite make it to the front wall.
It's now 2 serving 3. Alex is again going to serve into Bryce. A Z serve a bit long. He's going to serve again.
Players didn't quite realize that though. Strong rally, and Bryce Johnson takes it. Looks like both these players are keeping the ball up a little bit more than they'd want to. It looks like Bryce Johnson was able to put it away that time.
Nice low shot to the back with the backhand wrapped around, and now he's in the service box again.
A beautiful shot, elegant like a gazelle. Water return, that was beautiful, and Alex takes over the service box.
Two serving 4.
Good pick up there. And a beautiful line right down the line for Bryce Johnson. That's exactly what both players are looking for. The clean down the lines, not clipping the sidewall, not coming off the back wall. That's exactly what both players are looking for.
Bryce drives just a little short. He's taking it in for round 2.
Some nice seating balls there. First chance to attack there. And a beautiful shot by Bryce Johnson.
Wow, he is really hitting clean lines today, Tim, isn't he?
Indeed. If you can keep that up for 2 games, this will be a great day for him. What a shot. Hit about shoulder high, but right down the line, right clean. Beautiful pass.
Fun fact about Bryce Johnson, his doubles partner is a lefty and played tennis in high school, so he just whacks it right over his head every time. So that was a classic noble shot right there. And a strong return by Mizzou.
Bryce taking a little bit of a lead, but Mizzou is not going to give in easily. So that was a beautiful shot by Alex. See if he can gain a little bit of momentum with that. Another clean line by Bryce Johnson. Takes the service box again.
A solid Z serve by Bryce, and Mizzou is taking a timeout. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Just came back from the first timeout taken of the match. Bryce Johnson has taken an early lead, 7-2, and is now in the service box. Alex is trying to stop his momentum and bring up the score here. So, up to serve, we'll see what happens.
Bryce skips it. You know, this is quite the unique experience to be able to play on double glass walls. Back at BYU, we don't have quite the same court space. We have mostly white walls. Here they are playing again.
It's a beautiful shot by Alex. Puts it right down. That's exactly the momentum he needs in order to take over here. We'll see what Bryce's response is. Yes, indeed, these courts are very different from the BYU courts. The BYU courts tend to resemble more like coffins rather than racquetball courts. It's a beautiful shot. Not quite the serve he was looking for. Moving to second serve.
A skip shot by Alex, and now Bryce is back serving in the box. 7-3.
Strong shot right at the body. Alex can't quite bring his racket there in time. That's a point for Bryce Johnson. So Becca, what have you thought so far of the facilities in the tournament so far?
It's been a fun time. There's been a lot of racquetball, a lot of really good people turning out, and some good games. And that is a pinch for Bryce. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I guess someone's not wearing green.
That was beautiful.
It's 9-3. Yeah.
It's 9 serving 3. Bryce is up, and he is in the service box.
It's a beautiful in the air, shoulder high pass that Bryce Johnson pulled out there. Not the most common shot you'll see, but it works.
A skip shot by Alex.
It's unfortunate, not the shot he was looking for, but he is trying to resettle down and make up this deficit that he's made here. Good serve by Bryce Johnson. See if he can follow it up. Beautiful pinch by Alex. That's what he's looking for. And we're taking another timeout for Alex, and we'll be back in a minute.
I'm Carla Munoz, and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
And we're back. Alex is picking up the ball right now. He's getting ready to serve. He just took a timeout, and he is lining up. It looks like it's going to be a drive serve, but we'll see what he pulls out of the hat this time.
Very close, but not quite there. Second serve. Yeah, so far from this tournament, I've heard very high reviews from all the players. Everyone's had a quite good time, enjoying the smoothie bar. All of the participants were granted $12 to spend at the smoothie bar.
I have not tried the smoothies yet, but I do hear they're quite delicious. There was an orange mango strawberry one that someone tried. Bryce is lining up for the serve here. Looks like it's going to be a drive or a Z. Strong return.
Good footwork there. There's a hold up there by Alex Hinder, and it'll be a replay. Bryce will be serving again, 11-3 still. Strong down the line, set up there. And a beautiful pass by Alex. He'll take the service box.
Alex is fixing his strings here before he gets ready to serve. Have you seen many broken rackets here, Tim?
Actually, my partner broke one the other day. Both went for a ball, and he got the ball, I got the racket. It's a beautiful fracture, though.
It's very impressive to break one of these rackets. Even the strings themselves, I feel like they don't last quite as long as the rackets, but still impressive to break either.
All right, second serve here. Alex gaining a little bit of momentum, got a point there, down to 4-11 now. A beautiful lob and a beautiful crack by Bryce Johnson. He'll take the service box. It's an interesting technique that Bryce has. He'll throw in the occasional backhand drive. You don't see that very often in the players, but he seems to have gotten it pretty well. This time elected for a forehand drive, but going for the pinch, very close, but not quite there.
Bryce from BYU is up, serving again, bouncing the ball, getting ready, getting dialed in.
Quite the rally. Both players not quite keeping it out. Both players sitting a little bit more in the middle than they'd like. Bryce Johnson was able to put it away first to hit that good shot there, and he will take the point. 13-4. Beautiful drive serve. Alex takes it to the ceiling. Now here we are. Beautiful backhand by Bryce. That's another point. 14-4. This will be game point number 1 for Bryce Johnson. Often we've seen that point 14 is the hardest to get, so we'll see if Bryce Johnson can put it away here.
He's getting in the zone again, bouncing the ball.
So Alex gets ready to make this return. Beautiful Z serve, and that'll close it out for the first game.
Well done. A good match all around, and we'll be right back after this.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the comeback? Yeah. Are you ready for the comeback? You know we the ones that ready for whatever. We gon' have to show them something, man. Let me see them hands up all the way front back. You don't understand.
Here we are, game 2. Bryce Johnson took the first game, 15-4. It's a very solid victory for the BYU player. Mizzou here trying to make up that deficit as Alex hits a few warm-up shots. This will be an interesting dynamic. The second game can change so much. Earlier today, for example, Bryce Johnson won the first game 15-0, only to drop the second game. So anything can happen here. We'll see if Alex can come out firing, or if Bryce Johnson's going to keep this momentum that he's built. strong down the line. That's a point for Bryce Johnson.
Bryce hasn't seemed to stray far from his Z serve. He seems to be pretty comfortable with it, and Alex hasn't been returning it quite as crisply as I'm sure he would have liked. So I think it seems like he'll stick with it. I wonder if he'll mix it up here, though.
I think the big thing setting Bryce apart right now is the cleanness of his lines. I'm sure my wife would be very happy if my room was half as clean as his lines right now. That's a skip. Unfortunate for Bryce, very fortunate for Alex. Here we are serving 0-1. It's a beautiful reverse pinch.
That was a tough Z serve right into that reverse pinch, so a good return by Bryce. Let's see if Alex can answer that.
Yeah, it's not every player that can hit that reverse pinch from as high as Bryce Johnson did, as deep in the court.
Especially coming off that side wall. That glass is hard to see sometimes, especially there's a black, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a black bench right below it, so the ball just kind of gets lost deep down in that corner.
It's a point for Bryce, 2-0.
A long serve. He's going to serve again.
Set up for Bryce down the line. Couldn't quite put it away. Down the
Coming
middle.
back to the middle.
Unsuccessful pinch there. Oh, and that's a skip.
Alex finds himself back in the service box. See if he can get on the board here.
Yeah, something I've loved so far about this tournament is the amiability that you see among all the players. You really haven't seen very many teams hating on each other or being insulting. They've been cheering, they've been supportive. I've loved to see that atmosphere so far in this tournament.
I agree. I've had this very similar experience as I've watched and been a part of playing and cheering, and it's just been, there's a good group of people here this year.
What, 2-2 here. That's another skip. Yeah, there's nothing quite like the National Collegiate Tournament. It's a unique experience. People traveling all over the country, playing a different style that you've seen. Oh, that's a beautiful line by Bryce Johnson there.
There's a lot of extra adrenaline here today. Athletes have been training for a while for this, and now all of that momentum and energy and adrenaline all channeled into these short, simple games. Well, some of them aren't quite so simple. This one's been a fight. Another clean line by Bryce.
There it is.
Bryce lines up here for the serve. It's 3-3.
Short.
And it's a short serve, so he'll be serving again.
Good lob. Falls just a little bit short, and Alex can attack it. But Bryce follows up with a beautiful pinch. And here we have it. 4-7-3. Bryce takes the lead again. It's a beautiful serve. That's 5-3 for Bryce Johnson. So, Beck, what do you think? Is there anything you think Alex needs to change in order to make the difference in this match?
I think he's getting a little caught up in this right corner here. Bryce's serves are tricky and makes him put weak returns and then take advantage of, Bryce takes advantage of those shots down the middle.
I agree. He's got a strong drive serve to both sides that's giving Alex a little bit of trouble, especially with that double glass wall like we talked about before. It's very hard to see. And it's giving Bryce a lot of setups that he's able to put away for these points. So if he can just clean up those returns, I think that'll be a big point in his favor for the rest of this match.
He's good at getting the ball, though. He's fast, quick on his feet, has some good gets. So I think if he can keep getting Bryce out of the middle, then he has a nice chance to come back.
Good gets by both players.
Oh, and a tough seat to the corner.
What a rally. That was a good one by both players. Both incredible gets. Looks like we're taking another timeout, and we'll be back in a minute. Here we are, 7-3. Bryce Johnson has the serve.
Bryce won the first, so all he needs is a few more points. Well, I guess he's still quite a ways from 15. It's still a fight. But if he wins this, he'll take it. If he doesn't, then they will go into a tiebreaker. But he lines up for the serve.
We are halfway there. Living on a prayer.
Second serve.
It's a second serve here. A lob high to the corner.
Beautiful lob to the backhand. Good shot by Bryce, and Alex makes a skip. It's a forced error there. The momentum seems to have shifted in the favor of Bryce Johnson again. It's definitely not too late to make the comeback, but it's looking difficult for Alex here. It's a good dodge by Bryce, and another line. Alex can't quite make it. That's another point, 9-3.
Bryce hits himself with the serve, so it's a side out for him.
Very unfortunate. We've all been there. Yes, this is a big match for both teams. Both teams are very, very deep this year. Both have lots of experienced players and very little sets to two apart. Good dig there by Bryce Johnson, and a beautiful shot by Alex. Right in the corner. It's a beautiful splat. Bryce Johnson can't get there.
Alex lines up for the serve. And it looks like it was good, so he is going to serve again.
I think that was the right call. Looked good from here. Wrap around serve. We take it to the ceiling there. Probably smart shot. He did not have a very clear drive there. Good pick up there by Alex, but another setup for Bryce.
Alex off the back wall. Bryce returns it to the ceiling.
Nice and deep to the backhand. That's exactly what he wanted. He got the setup with it, and he puts it away. Beautiful shot.
Another very clean line. Now, I noticed that Bryce has a little setup here. He bounces the ball a few times. Seems to be about the same every time. Is that pretty common for players to have routines in the service box?
I think so. It's actually a great way to clear your thoughts. If you don't reset your thought every time, then you're going to start dwelling on the past, dwelling on the score, dwelling on things that keep you out of the present. So a traditional routine of bouncing the ball a certain number of times, whatever it may be, can often be a great way to reset the match, reset your mind.
Excellent. Bryce gets another point. Drive serves it to the left side
Good
this
drive.
time to his forehand, and Alex calls a timeout.
And again, we'll be back in about a minute. And we're back. So Becca, what have been some of your favorite memories here in this Nationals tournament so far?
One of my favorite parts is just watching the team cheering them on. We have a pretty loud cheering section at with BYU, and it's fun to just listen to them explode and watch players improve. I love meeting the new players, and it's fun to make new friends here too.
I like that, yes.
What about you, Tim? What do you like about Nationals?
There's a lot of free food. I think that's great. As a Royal College students, we all don't have money to buy, good food very often, but here we have a lot of opportunities for free food, and it makes me very happy. All right, Alex lining up to serve here. Good get by Bryce, and a beautiful put away by Alex. That's exactly what he needs to make this comeback that he's looking for. Yes, I agree though. It's a beautiful thing to come together as a bunch of colleges, see all the different players, see how they like their college experience, how the racquetball programs are. I hope to see racquetball grow. We've got more players this year than last year, about 30 more players this year than last year. We'd like to see that growth continue from year to year. We lost a lot after COVID and hoping to rebuild.
That's right, Tim. I came last year and it was a little bit more sparse, but it's been fun to see some of the returning players and say hi again to old friends.
Good get by Bryce Johnson there.
I want to skip by Alex. That's too bad. It looks like he was gaining some momentum there. Hopefully he can get it back this time.
And we have Bryce Johnson serving at 12, looking for 3 more points to secure this victory.
12 serving 7. Here Bryce goes. And a nice return by Alex. Wow, right off the floor. He's scraping the dirt off that floor.
It's a beautiful pickup. That's exactly what he's looking for.
It's 7 serving 12 here. Serves right up against the glass, and Bryce returns it right along the glass. A very, very clean line.
That was beautiful. Can't wait to see what he can come up with for this next point. So the winner of this match will be playing the...
Alex skips the serve.
The number 1 seed, Cody Boucher from Oregon State. He's already played his semifinal against Sam Perkins from Utah State. So the winner of this match will be playing in the championship at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So this is a big match here. Bryce Johnson's approaching it with 13 points. Approaching that match with...
I didn't see it bad.
Got a little bit of confusion here.
I didn't see it bad.
Alex was pretty sure that serve was short. The referee and Bryce Johnson seemed to think it was a good serve. Bryce Johnson decided to make it a redo. It'll be a first serve here. 13-7 again.
Short.
And that was a short serve, so Bryce
We redid it. Second serve.
is going to get a second serve on this. 13 serving 7, second serve. A lob to the corner.
Comes off the back wall, but Bryce is able to pick it up.
Point.
Alex can't quite get there. That is a game point for Bryce Johnson. 14-7. He's got several opportunities here. We'll see if he needs them.
Possible.
It's a big point here. Bryce Johnson lines up for Z serve, looks like. No, he goes down the line.
Side out.
Alex returns it with a strong down the line, and Bryce can't quite get it around. So now Alex will head to the service box with a chance to come back. He's at 7 and Bryce is at 14. Let's see what he can do.
Hanging in there. Lines up for the serve. Drive to the backhand. Bryce picks it up, but it's a weaker return. Let's see if Alex can put it away.
Point.
Shot to the body. That is a point for Alex.
Now it's 8 serving 14. He's staying in this game, taking it 1 point at a time.
One down, 6 to go before he can tie it up at 14. And then another reason this match is so big, last year BYU took second and Missouri took first in the overall scoring. So there seems to be a little bit of a rivalry between these two schools. This is a big match. The number 2 match just finished a few minutes ago in BYU's favor. And we've got a timeout, and we'll be back in a minute.
And we're coming back. Alex is in the service box. He is at 9 and Bryce is at 14. So these are some big points for Alex.
That was Bryce Johnson's first time out. Probably a smart move after losing a little bit of that momentum. He's got some space here, but it's really easy to go on a run. Really easy to get stuck on 14 and lose it 14-15. So Bryce just needs to stop that momentum, work 2 points in a row. Here we go. Let's see what he comes up with.
A long serve by Alex. He'll wind up for serve 2.
It's a beautiful serve, leads to a setup for Alex. And that'll be a replay. Bryce got a racket under it, and it looks like it hit Alex's racket on the way to the wall. Good serve there. 10-14. He's going on a run. That's 3 points in a row. He's strung together.
He's sure using this glass wall to his advantage, as it happens to be Bryce's backhand.
A very smart play. He's got the backhand forehand advantage. Can't see it very well. And there's a setup for Bryce. Can he put it away? No, but he got a good shot off there. And a beautiful shot by Bryce Johnson. Alex needs to get another stop here. Every point here is really nerve-wracking for him. But he seems to be holding it together very well.
Bryce lines up for the serve.
See, pinch, he gets there.
Takes it to the ceiling. Alex puts it away.
Beautiful shot. He is holding his own here. 10-14. Can he make this comeback? He needs it. He's lost the first game. He's been down. He went down 14-7 in the second. He's got to hold it together here. Put together 5 points.
That's a short serve, so he'll be serving again. Brings us the ball back to the service box. Looks like it's going to be a lob up to the corner along that glass wall. Bryce cuts it off. And an easy shot to the front by Alex.
Made it look easy. I don't think it actually was.
You're right. Those are much harder than you think to control and hit it low like that.
But considering the high stakes, very impressed with that. The casual nature in which he hit that shot. Bryce Johnson takes it to the ceiling. Set up here for Bryce. Good get there by Bryce Johnson. Alex lining up to put a shot away. And there's another point. 12-14. That's 5 points that Alex has put together in a row. Bryce Johnson taking a second to breathe. Very smart. Anything you can do to disrupt the momentum of Alex would be very good for him. Alex looking very cool considering the situation. There's nothing more frustrating than being stuck at 14, watching the opponent go on a run. And we're taking a second timeout. Probably the smart move, and we'll be back in a minute. Here we go. Alex lining up 13-14. This game looked like it was going to be a gimme, but Alex has really come together here. Bryce Johnson looking for the stop. Alex looking to finish off this run he's made. Beautiful shot by Bryce Johnson.
It seems that that timeout was helpful for him. He was able to regather and regain some of that momentum he lost. Let's see if he can finish it here, if it'll keep going on.
It's game point, 14 serving 13. Very different from a moment ago when it was 14-7. This is a very big point for Bryce Johnson and for Alex both. That's it. That's an unfortunate way to end it, but what an incredible comeback by Alex, and what an incredible finish by Bryce.
Thanks for tuning in today, guys. It's been real. We will catch you later.